All right, let's bring them out. Let's bring them out.
Big Draco, man. Stop playing, man.
In this corner,
they
baby.
know what's going on, man. I was the first rapper to start all this shit, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Soulja Boy.
Bow Wow.
In this corner right here, I got the Prince of motherfucking hip hop,
Break.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy N Summers, back at it again with another reaction video. And this is something that I didn't know I wanted, but definitely was needed. This Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy was actually really entertaining. It was so entertaining. It was surprisingly entertaining just because these two artists for the past few years have been the butt of the joke and clowns in the media eyes. So I honestly didn't think this was going to do anything, but the fact that they really brought out a really memorable performance is so mind-boggling to me. Like, just like majority of the people that was watching this, Bow Wow was definitely a big portion of my childhood. So I love the fact that this stint, a good press he been on lately, has really revamped his career hugely. This performance also low-key gave me a newfound respect for Soulja Boy, aka Big Draco. Because I never really was a fan of him, but I can't deny it. He was very captivating at this event. So much more than he actually had to be. I want to give a round of applause for that nigga, cause yeah, bro, you got something there too. Over 700,000 people was live streaming this event themselves. And then there was also like little small YouTube channels where they was live streaming and people was watching them. And they also had like a good chunk, like 1,000, 50K to 100 or so watching their stream. So we want to put it all together. These people actually probably had 1 million or more people actually watching at one point this Verzuz. So it was a Verzuz for the ages as well. You know what I'm saying? One thing for certain, Bow Wow is still a legend. Yeah, again, he been clown for the past few years, but this really shows that when it's just about the artistry, that nigga is on a good pedestal, like a high pedestal for a lot of people, honestly. I mean, cause even Drake has said this.
Drake?
Yeah, no, I had to link with Whistle. Everybody wants to have drinks and everybody wants to celebrate and turn up. And, you know, I just had to see Whistle. I had to see Whistle in person, you know? If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no me, and that's why I'm on. You know the rest. That's why I'm gonna rock with y'all forevermore. I appreciate y'all.
So the fact that Drake admitted that he's the only reason why he even doing this thing is because of Bow Wow, that's kind of huge. Anything Drake says is news. So if he's co-signing this nigga now, you already know this nigga career is about to start taking off again. Hands down, I honestly think Soulja Boy winning that was slightly rigged, and I definitely think Bow Wow should have won. But really enough, I'm okay with that decision because how everything actually played out, low key, because they all did their thing. From the people that came up like JD, The Brat, Fabo, 3-6 Mafia, Omarion, Lil Romeo, all these people did extremely well, showcasing just the pureness of the culture. And they captivated us so well in this event. But who really stole part of the show for me was when Big Draco brought out Lil Romeo and the ICDC college kids, you know what I mean, coming up there with them. They said it themselves, that was too long of a wait to see Bow Wow and Romeo on the stage. And that's just, I grew up in the 2000s. I understand that sentiment because they definitely pinned them against each other's shit. I was a part of it. Even though I had liked both for their own rights, I was kind of like, yeah, I think Bow Wow was better than Lil Romeo. Like, it was just something that people just talked about. Like, it was just a conversation to have. Like, you was either on one side or the other with that for 20 years. The fact that we actually got to see them on stage and see like how they didn't let that aspect ruin, I don't know if they friends, but it just seemed like they definitely at least cordial. And that's so cool to me. Like seeing them actually shake hands and seeing like the smile on Bow Wow's face, it was very touching and endearing to the heart. Just for the people that was actually invested in both of them careers. And I also agree with Romeo when he stated that Bow Wow is like Michael Jordan, Romeo is like Kobe, and Soulja Boy is like LeBron.
But you the Michael Jordan, right? Every era have a Michael Jordan, a Kobe, and a LeBron. You the Michael Jordan. You inspired all of us niggas up here. You know, for real. You need your roses. You need your roses while you can fucking smell them. Me, I was Kobe, where I didn't have to be the most talented, but I'm gonna work my ass off. I know my purpose. And Soulja, you was the LeBron of our everywhere. You came and you was just the innovator. You switched shit up. You had niggas writing their name on their glasses. You deserve your roses too, man.
When he first said it, I was like, huh? But then I was like, you know what? You're right. Bow Wow is undefeated. Like the little Bow Wow stint, all the way up until whatever point was starting to be like a laugh stock in it. He had it. He had the talent. He had the music. He had the hits, because it was just music. It was hits. He had the movie roles, and not just movie roles, but this nigga can act his ass off. We had to give his props, bro. This nigga is the shit. I'm sorry. Like, if y'all don't agree with me, I'm sorry, bro, but that nigga really is the shit, and that just woke me up, bro. That woke the little kid inside me just like so happy to see this shit. And then Romeo being like Kobe, I agree with that too, because this nigga definitely worked his ass off. Like, at least, like, even though I know I said Bow Wow was better, I listened to both of them. Like, it wasn't like a discretion that I was just gonna listen to one or the other. Like, I listened to both of them. I had both of their CDs. I thought Romeo, in his own way, was really good. And then he had his little stint too of TV shows on Nickelodeon. Then one time he also had like that little, I guess you want to call it a reality show, when he was doing his little basketball thing. And that's when, you know, DeMar DeRozan? Yeah, y'all heard that guy, right? He was playing on that nigga's team, you know what I mean? So that was pretty cool, like how he had his own way of entering. And he also had his movies too, like I think he was in Honey. Of course, he was in some of the Master P videos and shit like that as well, and movies. But the biggest one was Honey, at least at the time. But when he said Soulja Boy was LeBron, when I think about it all back now, yeah, this nigga actually did change up the game. Not just the writing on the glasses, not even just the social dancing, it's just the whole presence he had brought to that. He helped migrated hip hop into the internet culture, if you want to actually be real. No matter what you feel about him, he did shake up the game. So I do appreciate the analogy that Romeo gave for them, because it felt fitting for the moment. Now, I won't lie, some of the songs Soulja played when he didn't rap was slightly awkward, especially, you know, when Bow Wow kept calling them out. So it kind of kept putting like notice on it to me. Like, maybe y'all didn't feel that way, but to me, it did kind of like, it kind of killed a little bit of the mood. And then also when he had played one of his hit songs that went viral on TikTok, Make It Clap, She Make It Clap or whatever, how he played that like 3 times in a row. It was kind of down a bit. Really enough, it didn't bring the show down like all too much. It still was really good to watch. So I can't even be mad at that like aspect, especially when you talking about like you comparing Soulja Boy to Bow Wow, where this nigga like since he was 8 or so was making hits. So yeah, you're competing with a huge catalog. So I can understand if he felt like he just had to play the shit that people really, you know. I also need to state this. Everybody had a good and vibrant energy about him, especially Marion. Like, no homo, that nigga looked good. That nigga Romeo looked good. The Brat had looked good. JD looked good. Bow Wow looked good. The fact you could tell he went through years of maybe drinking or something, because his face was kind of puffy. But in that lighting, he looked good. Soulja Boy even looked good, because at a certain point, I think he was looking kind of crackish at one point. They all look good. I don't know if it was the positive energy that was happening, but they all was like vibrant. It just really brought tears to my eyes, like low key. Really enough, I'm also looking forward to seeing Bow Wow's daughter, Shad, and I hope I said her name right, to step her foot in the entertainment industry, because she's just like a mini him in the sense of the energy and the talent that she possesses. Plus, the little brief segment of her dancing kind of stole the show for a lot of people in the comment section, including me. Like, it just radiates off her that she's just a star in the making. And you can tell that Bow Wow deeply love and care about this little girl in such a refreshing way. You can tell that he's gonna make sure that she gets even better than him. Cause it's no rumor that Bow Wow, even though he had a lot of good things happening as he was growing up, there was also a lot of bad. And the fact that he understands that aspect that happened to him, you can tell that he's gonna protect her from that shit. So I just really want to see how she's gonna do it. Plus, with him guiding her mama, and of course there's gonna be so many people helping her, there is no way she can fail. Mark my words right now, she probably gonna be way better than that nigga. A lot of people was tweeting about this event. You know, you got your jokes, but a lot of people was really actually enjoying this. Cause you know, like with most things, it's either you want to be on one side of the stream or the other side of the stream. But it seemed like even people that was making the jokes was all lighthearted. It was all fun. Like everybody was just like, bro, this is really entertaining. And I really enjoyed that. Like it kind of felt like the Ro when it first started, where how everybody was like kind of one minus is we always in the same position. Everybody kind of had this similar feel. That's a very rarity in this world. And we all need like remark that when it happens. Again, I think Bow Wow was the big winner out of this because he put the world on notice that he hasn't gone anywhere. But honestly, this feels like a little league participation trophy because I think honestly, everybody that was involved with this won. They all won just because they all put on a really great show. This is really a great thing because now it has me really wondering or really wanting to see more potential great battles between people. Because what if we get like a Jay-Z versus Nas? Y'all can't tell me that won't be lit. I know these versus battles are normally for artists that aren't that relevant now and revamping their careers, but I do hope that we start seeing artists that are out now do this because it's really fun seeing things like this. And it really put these type of people that's doing this on a different level, at least to me. So let me know in the comment section on how y'all felt about this versus, and also who would y'all like to see go against each other. Drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. This has been your boy Ant Summers and Soulja Boy Big Draco and Bow Wow, man. Keep doing y'all thing, bro. And I'll see you later, YouTube.